Victor was kind of quiet for a while, but when he exploded, it looks like he kind of sparked that team. Isn't this what you guys have seen with him, how he can get these bursts going and kind of carry it?
He was special. It was fun to be a part of. I told those guys that he played a lot of the first, then the beginning of the second a little bit, and I didn't put him back in before the half, and hoping that he would have a lot of juice for us in the second half, and boy, did he have a lot of juice. Just getting to the rim, just making big plays defensively. He sparked us with some breakaways, steals, so he was good in a lot of ways.
Jacque, you've talked about putting him in spots and testing him. Aaron had gone out hurt, Nick had just fouled out, and you kind of needed somebody, and he kind of took the bull by the horns there, didn't he?
He did, and he got what he wanted to on both ends of the floor, whether he was defensively getting into a guy, using his strength to do that, or on the offensive end. I didn't call a lot of timeouts, a lot of different places where we let him go, and it was his decision making.
Jacque, Victor played the entire fourth, both overtimes. Jameer was on the bench. Is that indicative of a plan you have going forward now in the second half of the season, or was that simply a product of Victor being on a hot streak?
I just went with Vic tonight. Nothing that was thought out beforehand. I think it just materialized as the game went on, and we kind of stayed with that same unit, and he was part of that unit.
I forgot.
Okay.
Jacque, you've been 3 OTs against Chicago, 2 OTs against Philly. This was the 5th time, but this first one that you won in overtime. How nice is it to go through one of these long games and find a way to win it at the end?
It feels good. We were down 14 at one point. We could have hung our heads then. In the overtime, we could have hung our heads. We missed a couple layups at the rim. Could have hung our heads again. But we kept pushing each other and pulling for each other, and good things happened.
Coach, Carmelo had 44 points tonight, but it looks like Tobias and Mo were doing a fairly good job of contesting his shots. Could you just talk about the job that you think they did on him tonight?
It's a mental war when you guard great players in this league. First thing everyone does after is look at highlights, and so you see yourself guarding a guy and he has 44 points. So we kept preaching to our guys, it's us versus them. You have a responsibility on each and every play, offensively and defensively, to your teammates. He is a good player, great player. He's going to make shots, but you still have to do our defense and be committed to it. And for the most part, they were tonight.
Coach, E'Twaun Moore played the entire fourth quarter and both overtimes. What production did you get out of him that made you stick with him for that entire stretch?
Well, there was a stretch where he made shots for us, whether the shot clock was going down, he has the ability to create his own shot, and so and also his ability to guard the basketball, get over screens, be physical in the course of the game, and then he had poise in the game as well. There were some times where they denied Victor the basketball. He knew the play we were running. He stepped in, ran the play, and it was pretty seamless with him out there.
What is it about Victor, the quality he's got, that he seems to never get discouraged? And no matter how the game's going, for a rookie, you usually don't see that. What is it about his makeup? You've seen him now since Summer League.
He's earned everything he's received, and that's the gist of it right there. Whether people doubt him, whether where he comes from, how he got to Indiana, how he got to here, he's earned it. And that's the mentality he has to continue to keep driving. I think that's why he's able to overcome certain situations in the course of the game, because he's had people doubt him, he's had people not pull for him, and managed to overcome it.
Jacque, we recognize that you were busy out there in that second overtime, and then you had maybe a couple minutes in the locker room. What's the report you received on Aaron and his left ankle, and what did you see about how those young guys played once Aaron left, when Vucevic fouled out, and without a regular starter like Glenn on the court?
Yeah, he day to day, as far as the ankle's concerned, we'll keep looking at it, right? So he's back with the doctors right now. I talked to him right afterwards, and he was actually going to see our doctors again. Right ankle is the sprain.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And then the second part of that is, you know, we put Kyle into the basketball game, and Carmelo hits 2 unbelievable threes. Kyle contested, did the right thing on pick and roll coverage. But then at the same time, we run a pick and roll, and Kyle is giving the ball at the free throw line. He calmly makes a 17-foot jumper. So that's pretty special for him to come off the bench with Nick playing as well as he did and just fit into the game. And then Maurice to come in and defensively be able to play J.R. Smith at the end of the game. They both did their jobs tonight.
Coach, Jameer's been in single digits the last 8 games now, I believe, after tonight. Do you see him becoming just more of a playmaker now, not looking for a shot? Why is his individual scoring offense not up to par these last few games?
I think he's been doing different things for us. I know a few games he's had double-digit assists throughout that stretch as well. And so, you know, there's opportunities for him to play make. And then, you know, when we have 2 smalls on the floor at the same time, I think that's going to help him make shots because he doesn't have to have the basketball in his hand all the time. And but I think tonight he had good looks at the rim also, and patches of the season sometimes you just don't make shots.
Jacque, we've asked you numerous times. You've won 6 out of 7 at home, and now you're getting ready to go on the road again. How do you take this on the road with you? Toronto, Philly, Washington. How do you take this with you? I mean, I know it's been a struggle.
And we'll continue to, you know, preach the same thing, that you have to be extremely disciplined on the road. That's what it boils down to. Your preparation, not missing the box out, sprinting the floor, knowing your assignment, and extremely disciplined. And so hopefully we can have a little bit of carryover as far as our mental approach is concerned.
Coach, would you say that's the best job you've done attacking Tyson Chandler in the Knicks front court? You beat them points in the paint 54-28, 10-2 in the overtimes. Just talk about the relentless attacking you did in the paint.
I just love how aggressive we are. We talked about getting to the paint with Tyson there or not. This team's embarrassed us a few times. I know they did in December. And so I love the fact that our guys were ready to play tonight and had a lot of fight in them.
One more, Ken?
Wasn't sure if you've been asked this before, but what was your technical foul over?
My technical. I don't know, kid. Have a good night.